guys, so I'm actually filming 2 videos in one day. Crazy for me, I know. Sometimes I'll just go like 2 weeks without filming a video for this channel, and then sometimes I'm like, I'll film 5,000 videos in a day. So today we're doing an update on Gabbie Hanna. It will be a quick update. So if you guys don't know, I posted a video a few days ago, I think, depending on when I post this, essentially, where I discussed Gabbie Hanna going through what seemed to be some kind of a mental breakdown. A lot of people with bipolar have discussed how their episodes looked very similar, and Gabbie Hanna has publicly talked about being diagnosed with bipolar, so it all kind of added up to some kind of a manic episode.
My God, you want to see the forbidden fruit? That is a lantana berry.
Watching that video as somebody with bipolar disorder was really disturbing. Manic people have a specific way of talking, and I haven't heard that frenzied, excited tone of voice since it came out of my own mouth back in 2010 when I was walking into martial arts studios, challenging people to duels and trying to buy apartments with my infinite credit card. Let's just say I've tasted some lantana berries of my own, and they have a distinctly bitter aftertaste. This is not going in a good direction. Follow me if you want more mental health analysis of the situation.
I want to take a minute to address just a little bit of last week. So, yes, I was manic. I am bipolar. I've talked about it. You can scroll back. It's no secret. I'm bipolar. But I've never experienced a manic state. I've only ever experienced a hypomanic state. So that was actually a brand new thing for me that I was experiencing in real time with all of you guys. But it didn't start that way. It started with me doing some spoken word poetry and trying to talk about things that I care about, which are homelessness and dying children and the environment, and also talk about the overlap of religion and aliens and mental health and dimensions and all of these different concepts like karma, and how we've politicized them and made them into these weird culty controlling type things, when in reality we're mostly just using different language for the same thing. Where I feel shit started getting really intense was when that guy came to my door and asked me to use my bathroom. And I know that a lot of people were like, why the fuck would you let a stranger in your house? But from where I was sitting, I try to be kind wherever I can. So it was like 9:30 in the morning, and I was on the phone with my friend, and some guy has one earbud in and he's kind of sweaty, and he says, I was just on a run, and I was wondering, can I use your bathroom? And I sized him up, and he asked him his age. He's 27 years old, and he was wearing pretty tight clothes. I could see that he didn't have any like guns, or didn't see any weapons on him. So my bathroom is right by the front door. So I was like, sure, you can use the bathroom. And then when he came out of the bathroom, I was still on the phone with my friend, and he asked me if I wanted to hang out. And I said that I couldn't because I had plans for the day. And he said, what are you doing? And I said, well, first I'm going to go for a run. And he asked if he could go for a run with me. And I said, well, I really prefer that to be my alone time. That's where I really meditate and think and pray. And then he asked if he could pray with me. And my friend was still on the phone. I asked him if he wanted some coffee. So I got his prints, I got his DNA, I had him say his full name on the phone. I really felt like I was protecting myself just in case this 27-year-old scrawny ass guy was going to try something. He knew that I had his prints and his DNA, and also a witness to his name and the fact that he was there. So as he kept pushing to hang out with me after I told him that I wasn't interested, I asked him basically, do you have any friends? Like, are you okay? Because he was like shaking, and now I know why. It's because he was doing something incredibly disgusting and manipulative, and he was nervous about it. But he told me he didn't have any friends, and he was feeling really alone, and I'll explain more in part 2.
And she was posting, I think she posted 200 TikToks by the time she removed all of them, which is what happened now. A lot of them discussed God, Jesus, how she's a fallen, like she's an angel coming to earth to like save people. A lot of like crying, shouting, dancing, moving chaotically. And then there was a guy called Nick that came to her house to check on her, and he asked if he could use the toilet, and she let him in.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Think you can use your bathroom?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you.
Right there's fine.
Oh,
What's your name?
My name's Nick.
Nick?
Nice to meet you.
Right there is
Right
okay.
here?
Right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And then they just started hanging out, like going for a run and dancing and you know, doing the whole thing. And then people were leaving comments under her TikTok, basically just saying like, his intentions aren't like what you think they are, because she thought he was an angel that came to her with some kind of a message. So people are like, no, he's not what you think he is. Like, he knows who you are. He knows you're Gabbie Hanna. She then goes up to him and this TikTok happens.
By the way, Nick,
Yes.
I know you know who I am. Come on. Why did you lie to me this whole time? Why did you lie to me? That's for my acne, you dumb cunt. Get the fuck out of my house. Now. Now. Now!
It's all very concerning. She then refers to almost God as like Big Brother. Like, she'll hear like a plane flying above her head and she's like, oh my God, God is listening to me. You know, like, it's very concerning to watch all of that happen. Police actually came to her house to do a wellness check and they decided everything was fine, so they left her. But I did find out from comments on my last video that a wellness check really is to see if you're a danger to yourself or other people. Now, Gabbie Hanna did post a TikTok later on using the word yet a lot. For example, she would say like, I haven't hurt myself yet and I haven't hurt anyone else yet. And the word yet really caused panic in people because it was like, yet? You know, so people were just kind of concerned, but maybe it was just wrong wording. She would also post ring doorbell videos of herself just splashing water around her car, but I don't want to post those because it feels like doxing, even though it isn't, because she posted them. And people were on two camps. It was either she's having a manic episode and like she's not controlling what she's saying, or she's doing this all for attention because she's dropping something soon. Regarding both those theories, there were also a lot of problematic things she said. Like, for example, that a lot of people are faking DID, which is dissociative identity disorder. That Black women are more believing in God because Black men leave them to be single mothers, so they have to rely on God, which is obviously just such a stereotypically like racist thing to say. We then had transphobic comments being made. We had comments about children being the forbidden fruit. It was just a lot going on. So people are like, either she's actually going through an episode and just saying these things and it's like, it's problematic, but it's like weird because she's not controlling what she's saying, or she's doing this for attention and that makes it even more problematic, right? So it was either one of those camps. We could then tell after kind of 2 days of this that when she was posting TikToks, she was kind of coming down from the episode because her tone of voice was different, the way she spoke was different, the speed at which she was speaking was different. It was all just very different, and it felt a lot more calm, but it still wasn't like fully, you know, normal. But then she started talking about how this is the first time in years that TMZ has spoken about her, and I keep on posting TikToks because you guys are reacting to them and you guys are making me do this because you keep on giving me attention for it. And that made people really think that she was faking this, that she wasn't actually having an episode, that she was just like doing this for attention because she had an album that just didn't perform very well. And was she doing this to like re-promote the album? People are also thinking that this is real because people reached out to her sister, who is also a public figure on TikTok, and asked her to check on Gabbie Hanna, and she said that the family is checking on Gabbie Hanna, but there's only so much they can do from across the America, like across all of the states. So it seemed like everyone was concerned for her, you know? She has now deleted all of the TikToks regarding like the breakdown and etc. And she's left a few TikToks up. She left the original when someone said, can you go to sleep? And the like, I wish I could sleep. Like, I wish I could go to sleep. She left that one up.
God, I wish I could sleep. God, I wish I could sleep. I can't wait to sleep. God, please let me sleep. But I can't today because there's babies dying on the fucking street. There's babies dying on the motherfucking street. You know, I saw a TikTok back when I was still using TikTok of babies on the street who adopted another baby on the street. 2 homeless babies adopting each other on the street, and they held hands all the way down the street. And he was speaking, and the mother said he's praying for him. The homeless baby praying for the other homeless baby. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up before we go to sleep. Wake the fuck up. There's babies on the street.
The original where she's screaming, help me.
Help me. Help me. Wake the fuck up. Help me. Help us.
A dancing video, some video of her recording a bird, and then she posted one 16 hours ago where someone said, can you talk a little bit about your album? The vocals on the first few songs are very powerful, almost like a metal scream. And she says, Trauma Queen, the album is out now.
Yes, this album was my villain era, and I always loved rock music, so I wanted to try a rock vocal, and I never had the courage or the encouragement to scream. So I screamed a bit and really shouted and figured out some placement and really wanted to harness some anger in it. This album was definitely about unleashing some inner demons and showing sort of the inner workings of not only Hollywood, but the dark side of all of our souls and minds and psyches. But the whole album as a story is sort of your journey, well, my journey. I feel like a lot of people's journey through Hollywood, where they come in and they see the sparkly lights and the glitz and the glamour, and they quickly lose their morals because a lot of people in this city don't have it, and then finding yourself again.
Which she has been promoting on her YouTube, but not too many views. So if you look at Gabbie Hanna on YouTube, she changed all her names on everything to Trauma Queen because that's the name of her album. And she has been posting about it on YouTube. So about like, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. It's not a lot, but it's, whatever. So if we're looking at the views on YouTube, up to 100,000 views. And then we look at TikTok, where she was getting 5, 6, 7, 8 million views on one TikTok. And now she's deleted all of those TikToks, any sign of this even happening. And the only TikTok left that is a recent TikTok is her promoting her album. I still don't want to believe that she faked a manic episode to promote her album because it was failing. Like, that is just not what I want to think. I don't want to think that she's like done all of this to get attention on her TikToks, because like I said in my last video, before this happened, she was getting about 100,000 views per TikTok, and then after it happened, she was getting at the lowest like 2 million views per TikTok, at the height like 10 million views per TikTok. It's a lot. People are talking about her. She was trending on Twitter. A lot of YouTube videos are made about this. People are sympathizing with her for the first time in a long time. I don't want to think that she was doing this for attention, because that's just not what I want to think. I don't want to stigmatize mental health more, and I would hate to think that she would, as someone who struggles with mental health, stigmatize mental health and ruin it for other people to then come out and say that they also struggle with mental health issues, because I think the moment you stigmatize it, people don't want to talk about it. But the fact that she's left like 5 TikToks up, and one of them is her promoting an album that recently flopped, because she's been doing shows with like 40 people on them. Whenever she releases a song, it gets like 100,000 views. These are not the kind of views that she's used to. She used to get millions of views on her songs, millions of streams on her songs. This album did not perform the way she wanted it to. And I would hate to think that all of this was a way to gain sympathy and to promote her music. Anyway, I just want you guys to let me know what you think. I'm not ready to express any opinions, but I just want to know what you guys think, what the general consensus is now that all of this has happened. So let me know in the comments what you think has happened and what you think the intentions were with this situation, or if it was just an episode that she was going through and now she's almost realized what has happened and has panicked and is like, oh no, like I would hate for this to be on the internet. She deleted everything and is now just promoting her. Like, is she just trying to hide almost the episode, or is she faking I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Subscribe to that bell, like, comment for engagement. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.